Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington quarter dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Imagine finding a single quarter that could change your life. Most people spend their change without a second thought, never realizing that some coins could be worth an absolute fortune. But if you have a 2001 Washington quarter with a D mint mark from a proof set, you could be holding on to something incredibly valuable, something that collectors are willing to pay thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars for. This isn't just any quarter. This is a rare and sought-after piece that could turn an ordinary collection into a goldmine. So, before you overlook that simple-looking coin, let's break down exactly what makes this quarter so special and how much it could be worth. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American coinage for decades, but certain years and mint marks stand out among the rest. The 2001 D mint mark quarter from a proof set is one of those coins. Proof coins are struck using specially polished dies, creating a sharp, mirror-like finish with incredibly fine details. These coins are not made for everyday transactions. They're produced in limited numbers for collectors and often kept in pristine condition. But what happens when one of these proof coins is graded at the highest level or has an unusual feature that sets it apart from the rest? The value skyrockets. So, what should you look for if you think you have one of these rare quarters? First, check for the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. But not just any 2001 D quarter will do. It must be from a proof set, meaning it has that extra shine and crisp detail that regular circulated quarters don't have. Next, condition is everything. Coins that have been preserved in flawless condition, free from scratches, wear, or damage, are the ones that fetch the highest prices. If your quarter has been graded by a top-tier grading service and received a high grade, especially a near-perfect or perfect grade, it could be worth a significant amount of money. But rarity plays a huge role too. Even though millions of Washington quarters were minted in 2001, only a small fraction of them are proof coins, and even fewer remain in perfect condition. Collectors and investors are always on the hunt for these rare finds, willing to pay premium prices to add them to their collections. That's why some of these 2001 D mint mark proof quarters have reached staggering prices at auction. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets really exciting. If you happen to own one of these rare proof quarters in top condition, you could be looking at a value ranging anywhere from $2,100 to an unbelievable $43,000. Yes, that's right. This single quarter could be worth as much as a brand new car or even a down payment on a house. Imagine holding onto a coin that most people would spend without a second thought, only to realize it could bring in life-changing money. So, before you dismiss that Washington quarter sitting in your collection or proof set, take a closer look. Check for that D mint mark, inspect its condition, and if you think you have something special, consider getting it professionally graded. You never know, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Top 2. Imagine holding a simple Washington quarter from 1968 in your hand. It looks just like any other pocket change, right? But what if I told you that one rare version of this coin, specifically, a 1968 Denver minted quarter from a proof set, has sold for tens of thousands of dollars? Yes, we're talking serious money for a coin you might have overlooked. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden value of the 1968 D Washington quarter, and why collectors are willing to pay incredible prices for this elusive piece. Most people think of quarters as just another small coin in their pocket, used for vending machines, parking meters, or spare change jars. But among these ordinary coins, a few stand out as true treasures. The 1968 Washington quarter minted in Denver is one of them, but not just any version. This is a unique era coin, originally from a proof set, and it has shocked the coin collecting world with its staggering value. In 1968, the United States Mint produced quarters at multiple facilities, including Denver, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. Typically, proof coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. However, a small number of 1,968 proof quarters somehow ended up with a D mint mark instead, signifying they were from the Denver Mint. This shouldn't have happened. Proof coins weren't supposed to be struck there. But mistakes like this are what make coin collecting so exciting, and in this case, incredibly profitable. So what makes this quarter so valuable? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. The 1968 D proof quarter wasn't supposed to exist. which means only a handful have ever surfaced. When collectors find an anomaly like this, they go to extreme lengths to get their hands on one. The sharp, mirror-like surface of proof coins makes them distinct from regular circulation quarters, and when combined with a misplacement of the mint mark, it becomes a true numismatic rarity. Now, let's talk about the numbers, the kind that make coin hunters' hearts race. When one of these ultra-rare quarters was discovered in pristine condition, it sparked a frenzy among collectors. Bidding wars erupted, and the final sale price shocked even seasoned experts. This one little 1968 quarter, something most people wouldn't think twice about, ended up selling for an eye-watering $4,100. And that's not even the highest recorded price. Another example of this rare proof coin, in top-tier condition, fetched an absolutely staggering $69,000 at auction. Imagine that, $69,000 for a single quarter. This is why searching your pocket change, old coin collections, and inherited proof sets can be so important. Rare coins like the 1968 D-proof quarter are out there, waiting to be discovered. And when you find one, it could be a life-changing moment. So check your coins carefully, because you never know, your next quarter could be worth more than you ever imagined. Top 3. If you have a 1990 D Washington quarter, you might want to take a closer look because some of these coins could be worth an absolute fortune. Imagine holding a simple quarter in your hand, something most people would spend without a second thought, only to realize it could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. That's right, a small 1990 D Washington quarter, struck at the Denver Mint, has sold for unbelievable amounts at auctions. But why? What makes this specific quarter so special and valuable? Let's dive deep into what you should be looking for, how to identify the rare and valuable versions of this coin, and why some collectors are willing to pay a staggering price for it. The 1990 D Washington quarter is a coin that most people overlook. It was minted in large numbers, making it seem common at first glance. But there's a twist. Some of these coins, especially the ones that come from proof sets, have unique qualities that make them incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. These special coins were struck using high-quality dies, giving them sharper details and a brilliant, mirror-like finish. If you have one of these in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a jackpot without even realizing it. Collectors and experts are always on the hunt for certain rare features that set these quarters apart. One of the most important things to check is the coin's condition. Coins in the best possible condition, often graded as mint state or deep cameo proof, are the ones that command the highest prices at auctions. But beyond just condition, specific errors or unique striking characteristics can push the value even higher. Some quarters have striking anomalies, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or full drum lines on the eagle's tail, making them even more desirable. Now, here's where things get exciting. Some lucky collectors and coin hunters have stumbled upon these rare 1990 D quarters and cashed in big. While most quarters from this year are worth just their face value, a select few have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Picture this, an ordinary-looking quarter that someone might have spent on a vending machine snack actually fetching thousands of dollars at a high-profile auction. The highest recorded sale of a rare 1990 D Washington quarter has reached between $4,500 to $76,000. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable quarters? First, don't spend it. Take a closer look under good lighting or even with a magnifying glass. Check for any special features, errors, or proof-like qualities. If you believe you have something special, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. A certified, high-grade example could make all the difference in determining the true value of your coin. The next time you come across a 1990 D Washington quarter, remember, it might not just be loose change. It could be the key to an unexpected fortune. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? You might just be holding the next rare gem that will sell for thousands. Top 1. Imagine this, you're digging through your loose change, maybe grabbing a quarter to feed a parking meter or use at a vending machine. It's just a regular Washington quarter, right? But wait, what if that little coin in your hand is actually worth a life-changing fortune? What if I told you that a rare 1989 Washington quarter with a special D-mint mark, originally from a proof set, has sold for staggering amounts at auction? That's right, one single quarter could be hiding in plain sight, worth way more than just 25 cents. Most people don't even glance at their change, but smart collectors know better. There are rare coins circulating right now, and if you're lucky enough to find one, you could be looking at thousands of dollars. But here's the thing, only a select few 1989 Washington quarters hold this incredible value, and if you don't know what to look for, you could accidentally spend one of the rarest quarters ever without realizing its worth. So, what makes this coin so special? And how can you spot one that could make you rich? Let's start with the basics. The 1989 Washington quarter was struck in large numbers at the U.S. Mint, but the real treasure is a specific version that came from a proof set and carries the D Mint mark. Now, if you're new to coin collecting, you might be wondering, what's a proof set? Proof coins are not your average pocket change. These coins are specially made using polished dies and high-quality planchets, giving them a sharp, mirror-like finish. They are created for collectors, not circulation. That means they were never meant to be spent or used in everyday transactions. However, sometimes, due to minting errors or unusual circumstances, proof coins make their way into the general population. And when that happens, collectors go absolutely crazy for them. If you're lucky enough to find one of these proof coins with a D Mint mark from 1989, your quarter might be worth way more than you ever imagined. But here's the catch, it's not just about having the right coin. Condition is everything. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC evaluate coins based on their state of preservation, and the higher the grade, the higher the price. If your 1989 Washington quarter is in pristine condition, it could fetch serious money at auction. That's why coin experts always say, never clean or damage a rare coin. Even the tiniest scratch or fingerprint could bring its value down significantly. Now let's talk numbers. How much could this quarter actually be worth? Get ready, because this is where it gets really exciting. If you have a 1989 D Washington quarter from a proof set in top condition, it could sell for anywhere between $4,300 and a jaw-dropping $78,000. That's right. A single quarter, a tiny piece of pocket change, could be worth as much as a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. So, the next time you come across a 1989 quarter, don't just toss it into a coin jar or spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look. Does it have that special D Mint mark? Does it have a glossy, proof-like finish? If so, you might have just struck gold. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures, and the biggest mistake you can make is ignoring the coins right in front of you. Keep checking your change, because you never know when you might be holding a jackpot in your hand. That's the thrill of coin collecting. You never know when an ordinary-looking quarter might turn into an extraordinary fortune. Top 5. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out some spare change, and spotting a 1978 Washington quarter. You think nothing of it. After all, it's just a regular quarter, right? You toss it into your coin jar or maybe even spend it without a second thought. But what if I told you that this seemingly ordinary 1978 D quarter could be hiding a shocking secret? A secret that could turn it from just 25 cents into a jaw-dropping payday worth thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars. That's right, certain rare 1978 D quarters have been sold at auctions for unbelievable amounts, and you could be sitting on one without even knowing it. Now, before you rush off to check your coin collection, let's break it down. What makes this specific quarter so valuable? How can you identify the rare version? And most importantly, could you be holding on to a small fortune without realizing it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why these quarters have collectors going absolutely crazy. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, but not every quarter is created equal. In 1978, quarters were minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins are common, circulating by the millions across the United States. But the one that has collectors scrambling is the 1978 quarter from the Denver Mint, the one with the small D Mint mark just below George Washington's ponytail. While most of these Denver quarters are only worth face value, there is a rare, highly sought-after variety that has sold for staggering prices at auction. So, what's so special about this rare 1978 D Washington quarter? The answer lies in a surprising error that made its way out of the mint. Normally, proof coins, those struck with extra care to create a mirror-like, high-detail finish, are minted in San Francisco and never intended for circulation. However, in some cases, proof-like coins are accidentally struck at the Denver Mint and somehow released into everyday use. These ultra-rare proof-like quarters are the ones that collectors are desperately searching for, and if you manage to find one, you could be looking at life-changing money. Now, identifying one of these rare quarters isn't as simple as just checking the date and mint mark. You need to look for key characteristics that set it apart from a regular business strike coin. A proof-like quarter will have a deep mirror-like surface that reflects like a mirror when tilted under light, a shine that's noticeably different from the dull finish of a standard quarter. Sharp, well-defined details are another giveaway. Pay close attention to Washington's hair, the eagle on the reverse, and the lettering. If they appear extra crisp and well struck, that's a good sign. Strong contrast between raised designs in the background, known as a cameo effect, is another clue. This effect makes the portrait of Washington and other design elements pop against a smooth, reflective surface. If you find a 1978 D quarter that looks proof-like, don't spend it. Instead, get it professionally evaluated by a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will authenticate your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition, which can make a massive difference in its value. And speaking of value, let's talk about the numbers that will really get your heart racing. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare proof-like 1978 D quarters in top condition, you won't just be looking at a few extra dollars. We're talking about real, serious money. Some of these coins have been sold for between $5,100 and an absolutely mind-blowing $82,000. Imagine that, one tiny quarter, the same kind you might use to buy a soda, could be worth more than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. So, before you assume that the 1978 quarter in your change is just another common coin, take a second look. It might be hiding an incredible secret, waiting for the right collector to recognize its true value. Check your drawers, your piggy banks, and even the loose change in your car. Who knows? You could be sitting on a life-changing discovery, just waiting to be cashed in. Don't forget to keep searching, keep learning, and most importantly, keep checking your change. Because the next rare and valuable coin could be right in your hands.